This video is brought to you by Drova, Forsaken Kin, a pixel art action RPG that blends the dark tones of genre classics like Gothic with the mysticism of Celtic mythology. My favorite figure from Celtic mythology is Rihanna, which incidentally is Fleetwood Mac's best song. Drova features a handcrafted open world, a flow-based combat system, and a narrative that is shaped by your decisions and interactions. Choose a faction to side with, complete quests, navigate treacherous environments, hone your skills, and uncover the secrets of a long-forgotten empire to determine the fate of this land and the spirits that govern it. Drova is now available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and mobile. You can download a free demo at the link in the description.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to Firelink Podcast, episode number 124 for Thursday, August 20th, 2026. Marty Sleever here, joined by Nick Calandra, Casey Wosu, and producer Eric. What a program we got for y'all today. We're going to be, from a distance, gently looking at, not even looking, that's the wrong word. We're going to be acknowledging the Grand Theft Auto leaks. We're not going to show them. We're not going to tell you where to go. I haven't even looked at them. I'm afraid.
Definitely afraid. Yeah, definitely
afraid. But it is truly one of the craziest leaks, and I have a feeling that man is super arrested by now, but we will see. We're also going to talk about some troubles in the Horizon corner of PlayStation, as a report from Jason Schreier came out the same week that big preview event for the Marvel Wolverine game came out. So talk a little bit about that, and then also, we finally kind of know what the Duskbloods is. The upcoming FromSoft Switch 2 exclusive that has a playtest this weekend that a couple of us got into, and that I'm imagining we'll get a release date for, I think, next week. I don't think the release date will be next week, but I think we will get our release date next week if it is still a 2026 game. But we shall see. Casey, how are you doing? You weren't here last week.
Yes, I was out of the country. Canada was splendid.
Yes, Canada's a really great place.
Here's the thing that I'm slowly coming to realize as an adult. I really like my family.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I also like my family. Yeah, that's
right.
Nice, right?
It's genuinely fun when we're all like in a central location hanging out. Like, they're very funny people. I see where I get it from.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great time.
Amazing to hear.
You know, my baby cousin had a fantastic wedding. Also Nigerian. She was marrying a Nigerian guy, so of course they did the traditional on the one night, and then the white wedding on the following night. Her husband is kind of an amateur like dance battler. Like he's a doctor by trade. Like he's a medical doctor.
He's like a dance skirmisher.
Yeah, like he used to roll with a dance crew. So like he had a bunch of his dance crew friends out on the dance floor, and it was like trying to style on me and my family. And it's like, oh, my younger brother is like a dancer. Yeah. He's got this. So he's going up against them, but it's like they keep pulling out more and more people. It's like, oh shit, he's outnumbered. It was like, are we gonna lose this dance battle?
Oh, I mean, can you lose based on numbers? It's not like the four of you pulled your weight. So
this is what I learned: is you can lose based on numbers. Like it was just him. They're trading off. Like they can take breaks, they can come back. Like it's too much for one guy to keep going. I felt bad. Like my son wasn't there. I know he would like gave a lot of backup because he loves to dance, but
yeah,
it was kind of I was worried. I was like, shit, do I gotta flip? Like I'm in.
You one of my favorite things about podcasting with you and Jack particularly is that you guys go on cool side quests. Bookworm said the best side quest. You guys like every week I get on. You guys went on like a weird side quest. This sounds fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We drove all the way up there. Even the road trip was fun. Like just hanging out with like my younger brother and my baby cousin who got married's older sister. Like, so she rode with me and the wife. It was a fun time.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Nick, did you get any dancing in this weekend? This is like week 2 in your house.
Week 2 in apartment and
Week 2 in your apartment. Excuse me.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Oh,
I call
yeah,
it
yeah.
your house. It's kind of it's
What
rude.
did I do this weekend? I don't really remember what I did this weekend.
I saw you got a
Like,
nice
are you,
coffee
like,
shop near
fully-
you. You showed me.
That's true. Well, that was yesterday though. That wasn't this weekend.
Oh,
did I-
you know,
what-
you can have coffee on the weekends too. It's allowed.
I really don't remember what I did this weekend.
Are you like
You
fully
played a
moved
bunch of
into the
games.
house?
Yeah. Do you feel moved in? Like,
Yeah, like is all your stuff in place? Like, did you fit all your junk in this new location?
is anything hung on a wall?
Oh
A
yeah,
single object. Is a single
I've hung
object
up-
hung on a
I'm
wall?
hung up pictures in my living room.
Okay. That's good. It takes a while. You're allowed to ease in. You don't need to get everything correct like the
I will-
opening week.
Yeah, I will feel like I moved in after this weekend once I get back to my actual house and get the rest of my shit out of there. Because we close not this Monday, but next Monday.
Are you gonna do one last sleep in your house?
No,
You
That would be
hide
so
something.
weird.
You should bury something in the walls.
the carpets have been cleaned. I am not stepping on the carpets. I'm not doing anything in there. I'm just getting shit out.
You got to wear those like Mark Wahlberg wore at the end of The Departed. You got to wear like a full like hospital smock and little things on his feet.
Well, that's what I was telling my mom today. I was like, I need to go on Shark Tank and invent a suit that you wear outside that keeps you air conditioned. Because every time I go to take the dogs out, I come back in a sweaty mess.
Yeah,
And it's 3 times a day, and it drives me nuts.
I mean that might be like literally an astronaut suit. So maybe you need to invent that.
Or it just does something with the sweat, like it converts it into
That's a
I've
still
got
suit
water.
from Doom.
when I was in Greece and Rome earlier this year, I bought a little portable fan. I think I might just start carrying that around like a boombox on my shoulder.
Oh, there's this thing I keep seeing people get now. It's like a little collar, but it's a fan on the bottom part, and like that just like blows, I guess, in this region, which keeps people cool. But it seems to be effective. I think I might want one. I get hot really easy.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 85
Yeah, and
degrees.
Eric found it. Yeah.
You look kind of. It looks doofy though.
No, it's like headphones, but without the big cups. Like people look cool when they wear headphones around their neck. No,
Yeah, I don't
That's not
want-
a thing.
They do.
I don't want AI chips in my head. I want like body regulation cooler chips where it's like
That
it's
might
too
be a
hot
chip.
out.
That might be an
Body's
AI
cool.
chip. You might need an AI chip.
I might.
Yeah. You just gotta start drinking iced coffee. Everything will be fine. We'll keep you cool
You
down.
know what? I need one of those AC things that he put like implanted into my back, and then it just starts.
You're
blowing
just
air.
talking about becoming a robot. That's like an entirely different thing.
That would
That's
be-
like a
I would
whole.
be too hot.
That's a whole different decision. Robots can absolutely overheat. Like anything.
lit-
My computer
I'm gonna-
overheats.
think
So
about
Yeah,
it.
is
robots
liquid
can overheat.
cooling
that.
cheap now? Like everything's
we-
going up in price. Like, are you?
If we had robot bodies, we wouldn't have to worry about eating, so you would save a lot of money on that.
I like eating though.
But
Eating's fun.
you're paying for RAM.
You're paying for RAM. You know how expensive RAM is? I actually don't know how expensive RAM is. I keep thinking I might need to buy a new computer, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't ever. It just looks scary. Before we jump into our news stories, let's go over a couple super chats right at the top. El Rampa, thank you so much. A $10 dono for Marty's Flashlight Fund. I said it slowly because when I first read it, I read flashlight, and I wanted to make sure it was flashlight. And I appreciate that, El Rampa. You know what? I think today could be a tight 90. I think I might still have some daylight by the end of this show to go for a walk. Who knows? I think we're off to a great start.
We are reaching the end of summer.
I don't want
though,
to. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear. I know it's like a minute shorter every day, and I don't want to hear about it.
It's like down by like 8 o'clock the other night.
Shush. Light Arkin, thank you so much for upping and tip jar. Chill Robots, thanks for sending 2 jewels. Still not 100% sure what those are, but I'm always going to say thank you because it seems nice. And then
you.
Captain President, $117.51 dono. Boom, double
Oh
tap.
wow!
The dono's been met.
Thank you. Is that number?
We
mean
had
something?
we had
I think
some.
it was the other
I think
day.
the dono's been met.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the dono was probably met on Monday because I believe
Yeah. Somebody
There
sent
may
me
have
yeah. I
been,
thought there
there may have
someone.
been a Ko-Fi. We didn't. Oh, goddamn.
I say someone. It was probably Captain President.
We don't know. There's no way to know who it was. We
We just
have
moved that
ideas
number
for.
back
There's
a couple
gonna be.
$100 every day.
This has officially funded a cool thing. We're figuring out exactly what cool thing, but don't worry. This has funded a cool thing. You guys will know what the cool thing is when we know what the cool thing is, and then everyone can thank Mr. Captain President. I almost said Mr. President. I mean, I guess it kind of works. And then Oms, thank you so much, $2 donor. Oh no, the green has spread into Nick's new place.
What does that
It's
mean?
not that.
What's
It's
green?
not that green. You mean the green? Like there's like a
Like
green hue that I have. You don't feel too.
Oh, I was thinking of like the DC universe, like Swamp Thing. His power is he's powered by like the green, which is like a force of nature. I don't know. I got real comic
I thought
book
that was
nerdy.
Green Lantern, powered by green.
No,
stuff. Titular Lantern.
well, kind of.
I don't know anything about any of these men. I've watched one episode of Lanterns, and all of a sudden I'm like, I got this. I think I know how Green Lantern operates.
Isn't there only one episode out?
There was only one episode out, correct.
Okay.
But also ARMS, congrats. ARMS completed their first FromSoft game last night.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Dark Souls
nice.
1. Dark Souls 1. So welcome
Excellent
to the
place
club.
to start.
Huge. And then Jaegerlux, thank you so much with the $2 donos. This is the cool thing, Gurren Lagann. Jaegerlux, cool thing is Gurren Lagann. Believe in the you who believes in me. Believe in the me who believes in you. I don't think I said it right. That's fine. One of them's nice.
Believe in the me.
Who believes in you. Yeah. And then Laboratory Maniac, $2 dono. Cool thing equals a $3 episode. You guys got to stop talking about this 3-hour
What
episode.
is? Yeah. Where's this coming?
Where is this coming from? We can occasionally get it on the rewind because we only do it once every other week.
We only do
So it averages out.
3-hour episodes when there's two of us.
That's
It is.
true.
We do go longer when there's only two of us. Also, sometimes we get in trouble when there's only two of us, which leads us to our
Great
first
segue.
little topic. Before we get to our main topic, before we get to the news this week, I just wanted to quickly touch on last week. Nick and I talked about the story of the Saber Interactive CEO and a former writer from the company having a very public back and forth over accreditation and AI use in the games and whatnot. And then that writer, Stella Sacco, posted over the weekend, and I'm going to just pick a couple pieces of it, saying, quote, "Last night, to my great surprise, I received a long email from Saber Interactive CEO Matt Karch. He apologized unreservedly for the awful way he spoke about me to the press. That email's full text will stay between us." And then later on went to say, "I've been a firm believer from the beginning that I was telling the truth, and I think that now we can all agree that that has been borne out. Matt expressed a desire to make it right with me, and at this time I don't really know what that looks like, and I'll have to take some time to sit with it, but I do accept his apology. Apologies are simply too short in supply these days to spurn one when it's offered." And I thought that was good on that CEO, good on Matt, good on Stella for accepting that apology. And in that spirit, also wanted to extend my own apology because I got pretty heated during last week's episode and made an admittedly tasteless joke. And I let my anger and my frustration over everything in the world get to me, and then made that edgelord comment, which anyone who's watched this podcast or any of our other podcasts, excuse me, knows that that's not my kind of humor. That's like not the level I hold myself to. And as someone who's been podcasting for this long, that was 100% bad judgment call on my part. And so I just want to say sorry, and that I will do better going forward.
Yep. And the CEO, Saber, messaged me privately. I made sure to apologize as well. And those that decided to make videos and try to make a thing out of it for me, you can fuck off, because you make jokes about people being murdered and make memes about it. So I'm not going to
just move on from it. So yeah, apologies for that. We'll do better.
And I also want to apologize that I
weren't
here to stop.
You weren't here to stop us. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have happened if you were here.
There's no way to know now, but
there's no way to know. It's almost like you did it on purpose.
If either of you make a tasteless joke, I am the one that gets attacked for it. So
that's fine. That's what being the boss is all about. That's what being the boss is all about. Let's talk about something that I want to talk about even less, because I'm terrified, and it's the GTA leaks that Eric is not going to show. For the love of Christ, we're not going to show. We're not going to point to where these are. I have not watched these. I've
also not watched these.
I do not. Also, because I do kind of want, fucking call me a AAA simp. I'm excited to watch this Netflix thing on Thursday.
No,
because
for real. Yeah.
This is either going to be like, oh, I get why you did Netflix, or I'm going to be like, why did you make a big hullabaloo to show that? Thank you, Eric, for showing Goku get arrested by cops.
Are mods legal?
But apparently, someone has gotten their hands on a full playable build of the game and is leaking it, and is very shittily profiting off some kind of a crypto scam tied into it. And I have to imagine will soon become possibly the most sued human being in mankind's history. knowing Take-Two and Rockstar. So
that user has been quite quiet today. I'm wondering if they got to him already.
I don't. Yeah. So Yeah, that's a thing. It's a big story, so I just felt like it needed to be pointed out. Obviously, we'll be talking about GTA next week because early Thursday, I think around noon is the Netflix thing. So we'll be,
cannot stream it.
we will not be streaming it. No, but we'll, I think, next week's episode's pretty easily going to be Gamescom plus that. Plus, there's this retro showcase I've heard about, which I'm getting a little excited about. But that'll be.
Is that on the same day?
No, it's like Tuesday, maybe Monday,
Okay,
possibly Wednesday.
Are other game like trailery things or reveals or news information? Do you think are they also giving like the Thursday GTA trailer some room?
So Tuesday is Gamescom opening night live, which Nick
Yes.
and I will be streaming. It's the big Keeley produced showcase thing, and then Gamescom is the rest of that week. And I know like Microsoft has a stage there, and so things will be coming out. I don't think there's any other like major events on Thursday. I know some people who are covering Gamescom from Cologne, Germany, are upset that this thing is airing while they're there covering it. But it's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good problem to have, I guess. Too many things to cover. Yeah. You know what? Nintendo just released the Direct on Thursday. Just be like, oh, here's the Zelda remake Direct. They could do it. I believe in them.
They couldn't be that brazen, right? Like, what if that's the Duskbloods release date? Is just when GTA comes out?
It's Thursday. Only Miyazaki and Miyamoto are crazy enough to go against the Rockstar. Yeah, we'll definitely have more on Grand Theft Auto next week after we've seen the big showcase. But yeah, let's get to our first major topic, which is Jason Schreier reported that there's trouble in Horizonville. This is a Bloomberg report of Jason's, and what is going on with this donation? What the Ko-Fi dono bot? That's exciting. I'm sorry, I just saw a Ko-Fi dono bot in the chat. I've never seen that before. It really threw me for a loop.
No, it was gone for a while, but I guess it's back now.
Oh, I thought the whole thing was the message. Okay, I got confused by it. I'm not confused anymore. But yeah, Jason Schreier in his piece over at Bloomberg said that Horizon Hunters Gathering, which, help me out, is this the one that had like a beta a little while ago, or is this the other one?
Yeah, it's had closed. Yeah, there's an MMO which is in development from NetEase.
Like NetEase. Okay,
this is the proper Guerrilla.
Internal Guerrilla. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Jason Schreier reported that the game is being overhauled following negative player feedback, according to several people familiar with the company's plans. It sounds like it overhauled earlier this summer. And Jason went on to write, following poor feedback and a private testing earlier this year, the plan is to now strip out the live service component and turn it into a more traditional cooperative multiplayer game with the story mode and a far smaller scope. Jason also said that a majority of the studio was working on this after Forbidden West released. So this wasn't like a small project, which is kind of something Sony kept doing with The Last of Us Online and God of War Online and
there was
Spider-Man
a Spider-Man
Online.
one, apparently. Yeah, like every big IP they own, they set aside either some or most of the studio to take an attempt at a live service thing.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking how, if anyone's like, why is the PS5 generation so weird? That's why. I mean, it's COVID, but also this is why.
A little bit of COVID, a little bit of this.
Scope, relatively little popularity on Twitter on it's like basically every studio they've had. Like the PS4 had a super successful generation because of all these single player stuff they were working on all this time. All these studios that they own are all specialized in making single player stuff. And it's like, how did they not look at the Xbox One, PS4 generation, and the studios that tried to get into games as a service that were single player specialized? Did any of them work? No. And then you turn around and look at like which studio actually had a successful live service game for Sony. Ooh, I can guess. Helldivers 2, and guess what game they made before? A multiplayer-focused cooperative game. Like, I can't think of any single studio that has gone from specializing in single-player games to successfully making a live service game. I don't think there is one example. Is there?
I mean, Bungie doesn't count, right? Because
they
was
grew up on
multiplayer from the beginning.
Yeah. So what's
maybe
Warner Bros.
Bethesda with Fallout 76 eventually?
Yeah, I would say they were too big to fail.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Andy Van said it. Rockstar.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
okay, so
that's-
to be fair though, they basically made a whole part of the company to make GTA Online and just GTA Online. It's not like the single player part making GTA Online. They have a
Sure.
specialized studio
No,
within.
but I mean, there's examples to every. There's
there's always an outlier example.
yeah,
But
Right. It is
example that proves the
difficult,
rule.
which is the point.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I think we all
Sony-
agree with that.
Sony had what bothers me so much about Sony is they had a formula that worked, and it's like why the PS4 was successful. And now we're in the PS5 generation. Naughty Dog has not released a single game on it. Guerrilla has not released a single game that was specifically for the PS5. Sony Bend has not.
Well, Sony. Oh yeah, I was about to say it isn't a studio, but I'm like, no, I think they do still exist.
They still exist. Like none of their. I mean, God of War Lafayette is the first fully PS5 game from Sony Santa Monica this generation. Like that's insane. And I can't understand how Herman Hulst still has a job. And after this quarterly report, if they're still funneling money into this game and this game somehow gets canceled because like Bloomberg's report said they have to wow the executives by December, or this game's probably getting canceled outright.
Yeah.
I mean, so during his tenure, he's released 4 games?
Yeah,
Saros.
yeah. It was a giant gambit that failed. Not a giant gambit like a big Cajun guy who throws cards. Just like,
But the thing is, like, it was absurd when it was first pitched. Like when it was publicly announced, hey, we're going to try to do 11 live service things. Like we all understood what the logic was. Like, oh, if one of these 11 things hits, it could fund all of these things, right? But like it still sounded absurd. And the fact that maybe more than 11 attempts at this point kind of all fizzled out.
There's a lot we don't even know about that were canceled.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think. I mean, it doesn't like. Look, I don't work as an executive at these companies. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here, but all I can think of is why would you invest all that hundreds of millions of dollars into this stuff and just not build a studio specialized to make this stuff?
I mean, you
and then you buy Bungie.
Bought
You
a
buy
studio.
Bungie. Yeah,
you bought Bungie.
Yeah.
Like they were like first in class at doing this. Yeah, and it's funny because it's out. You know, it seems almost impossible to set out to make a live service ever growing game and succeed. It seems like so many of the examples are by accident. And we just right before we went live, Riot announced that 2KXO, obviously completely different genre, 2XKO, 2KXO,
2XKO, yeah,
2XKO,
like two times knockout.
Okay,
like
might have been one of their early problems. But is getting its last update. I think they said at the end of the year, right? And then they're weaning off of it.
Stops.
Yeah, which we've seen. That's just one of what feels like a dozen free to play or new fighting games that also have sometimes it gloms onto your WB characters or whatever, but stuff just doesn't work. So it's hard to like invest a lot in a thing that needs this many, like this kind of thought and science behind it. Like it is, I don't know, was it just hubris that was like, well, if we're best in class at making single player games, we can be best at class playing multiplayer games just by doing it. Like, and that seems clearly so.
I don't even think it was that. I think it was just like they have these big IPs they think are too big to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, even look at like Xbox's lineup. Like the live service games that they have that succeeded were built to be live service games. Sea of Thieves, right? Like there was no single player version of that ever. That's an
interesting example of a studio that didn't really have a multiplayer background. That kind of seems like
Rare?
the thing was small enough to be. Yeah, Rare didn't really. I mean,
well,
but they didn't have like an online multiplayer.
Dark. Yeah, that's true.
Like they were making Grab by the Ghoulies and Cameo in between that.
Well,
but
Xbox again, like has always been the kind of party platform, so it makes more sense for Xbox to make these types of games.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I just don't know how you look at Insomniac and to say like let's make a multiplayer Spider-Man game. A, who's asking for that, and B, their last multiplayer effort was Fuse, and that didn't go very well.
Casey's asking for it. I was
Like,
pointing in the wrong direction.
Of all the bad ideas that Sony had, a multiplayer Spider-Man I think would have been a hit if they could have got that out the door.
Especially
Like,
coming off like, Spider-Verse has kind of
yeah, the Spider-Man,
introduced
like,
the idea of a bunch of
yeah, you make your own unique Spider-Man, give him like weird alternate Spider-Man-esque powers, and like throw him in like a big open world. Like that would have been fucking fun. Like,
in theory, in theory, it's cool, but how do you make it a live service game?
well, yeah, I guess the live service part is the
There's
trick.
only so much
Like,
gameplay you can do with it. That's why they, with like the Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer modes, they limited it very much.
Yeah, they've said like from the get-go that this is it's almost like an old school approach to multiplayer where it was like BioShock 2 has a multiplayer mode. We're not adding anything to it, but fucking we got to put it in the game. And that was kind of like refreshing almost to see.
I think that might have been the key, right? Because even with the bigger successes that have become like tentpoles, like they didn't set out, like you said, to be a big live service thing. They had the multiplayer or the community aspects to their main game. And this could have worked similarly, where it's like, hey, let's make a multiplayer version of the experience, like maybe 4 people together in the city. And then over time, maybe that gets a little bigger. Like GTA 4 had an online component that was not too dissimilar to 5.
Yeah.
It just
wasn't nearly as broad. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, I think when you look at like the multiplayer games that are successful right now, the friend swap games and the cooperative ghost hunting games and all these different types of games, it's like I don't think anybody really wants just more beat shit up action, multiplayer games, even if it's from Sony. And that's all they had, because you look at The Last of Us, which they were trying to do factions again, which was kind of popular for The Last of Us, but I don't remember it ever really being huge.
Niche popular. People said it was good, but it didn't. When people talk about The Last of Us, they talk about the single player.
Yeah, so I mean,
Uncharted did have some multiplayer stuff attached to it as well. I remember, and it wasn't bad.
I think 3.
No, it wasn't bad. It just never really,
like it just didn't become a big thing.
Yeah, it never became a big thing. It's kind of funny though. Like you would think, I think like the one game I thought would be fine for live service would have been a Horizon game, because it's literally Monster Hunter. Like
that's what I thought it would be. The misstep with that.
They were trying to make it a roguelike. They were trying to make it a roguelite experience in some form.
Huh.
I mean, if you just set it in an open world and let people go take down monsters.
I mean, they didn't outright cancel it, right? Like they are planning to do something to change it. Like I think, like you said, it's a good idea. It could still be salvageable. I just don't know what, because they have to present it to their execs who have been making all the wrong decisions as of late. So I'm not sure what they would be able to show that class, who would then be like, you know what, fine, green light back on. I don't know.
I think the bigger problem is what Jason Schreier's report said is like most of the studio was on this project. Like, why would you? Horizon 3 is a sure bet. Why
silly.
would you? Yeah, like Horizon 3 is a sure bet that it's going to sell well. Why would you put your whole studio on this?
Also, if you release Horizon 3, that means we get another generation-defining game that same week. We get either Breath of the Wild or Elden Ring the same week. So don't be greedy. Release Horizon 3 so we get another one of those big games. We quickly mentioned Insomniac earlier. They also had, I believe, a preview embargo went up. A bunch of folks got to go hands-on with Wolverine, and a bunch of footage came out in previews and interviews and stuff. And there was some drama. Casey even pointed out some drama surrounding this. Like, I think the game looks fucking, I don't know. I was excited for a Wolverine game from Insomniac from the get-go, and I saw the preview and I'm like, that looks cool. I'm going to play that the day it comes out. So yeah, what did you see, Casey, that people
like I was surprised to open up the socials and see just kind of a torrent of just hate going towards the Wolverine game. Like people were like talking trash about the visuals, the gameplay. They were making shit up. They were like pretending that there's footage of Jean Grey as playable, and like that was like really,
and that was like a leak from
goofy.
like several years ago. Like, so this is clearly, if it's still in the game, that was something from years ago.
Yeah, like this felt just very disingenuous. And the thing that bothers me about it, because this isn't like new, like people have dogpiled a game for whatever reason that they choose in the past. But this seemed weird because like Sony is kind of a public favorite. X-Men and Wolverine in particular is kind of a fan favorite.
Well, Sony was a public favorite.
Well, true, yeah. Very recently, they kind of got on people's bad side. But it's like this does seem agenda driven in a way that I'm not picking up on. But what bugs me the most is when we first saw this game's reveal, or like maybe a second trailer or whatnot, I'm generally on the fence about these like Sony big budget single player things. Like, I feel like they are all kind of following the same formula.
Sure.
And I'm genuinely just like, these are fine. They're okay. Like, they don't impress me in the way where other people will kind of be like, this is a great experience. They'll give them like really high scores, 9s, 10s, whatever. I'm generally like much more, this is like an 8, this is like a 7 with Sony first party exclusives. Wolverine seems like on the lower end from what I've seen from all this gameplay footage. So these guys picking up some of those talking points about the game being repetitive or like uninspired or whatever, that feels disingenuous, even though it's the same point that I was making about this game beforehand.
You're coming at it from like a rational, critical point of view, like, where you want games to be good, and you can look at something and be like, well, this is well made, it's just kind of not doing it for me.
Yeah, like there is something to be criticized here, or what I think will likely be criticized here, because the game is not in the public's hands yet, so I don't know for sure. But like, Sony has a history of making games like this, so it's a criticism that I do want Sony to get, but not from this crowd, because they are clearly doing this for a completely different reason. That it just kind of invalidates any sort of argument that would make sense in this context. So like that's kind of my beef with what I've been seeing.
Yeah, I know, Nick, you and Eric have your Unpack tomorrow. That is largely about this, so definitely don't want to step on any of those toes. But yeah,
it is disingenuous as all fuck. A lot of the complaints are like literally being targeted around the tutorial mission of the game, because it's simple and it shows you how to play the game, and they're clipping it and making they have a formula. They take a clip that looks bare bones, it's not even that far in the game, and then they farm the shit out of it to make people think like there's going to be nothing here, blah blah blah. So like they're pulling out like that Sentinel boss fight, which is literally the tutorial boss of the game. It's not supposed to be a challenging fight. And it's like, have you played Spider-Man 1 and 2? Like, they have some pretty great boss fights in there. I expect the same from this. The other part is they're targeting a writer that was working on this game because she has ties to Sweet Baby Inc. Whatever. Then they're targeting a character artist because she worked on Concord. I mean, it's all just it's the same bullshit. It's the same Yeah, they have not. They milked that
about Concord. I thought Highguard was the only one. I forgot about Concord. Jesus Christ.
No, they can't stop talking about Concord or Marathon or Highguard or any of these games. But they have a formula. It's first off, it's generic. Oh, you're a corporate shill bootlicker if you're into this, which they'll go and play it quietly anyways because they always do. And then they milk it and milk it and milk it, and then they pick the next game to do the same thing too. If it's popular, you're going to get all these same complaints from them. And it's like one of those things, like, I'm exactly with you, Casey. Like, Spider-Man 1 and 2 didn't exactly, like, blow me away. I enjoyed them, but it weren't, like, the best games I've ever played or anything. And I also agree, like, Sony follows a formula. But, yeah, I mean, these guys... This stuff we see on social media these days, like, it's not even worth paying attention to, and that's basically what I say in Unpack tomorrow. Is like every single game that comes out. Halo was the color of the sky is bisexual, is what these fucking people were trying to say.
Sky fucks both ways. Good for that sky.
Like, what do you even do with that? There's nothing to do. It's just fucking stupid.
I just keep watching Wolverine stab a bunch of things. I'm like, that seems fun. That seems like
I'd watch a Wolverine movie. Because that's kind of what a lot of this
would you
like
rather watch a Wolverine movie with 97-year-old Hugh Jackman, or would you rather have them cast someone who's not allowed to run for president yet? Because
you can get a new guy. I think it's okay to get a new guy.
I think we should be allowed to get a new guy.
Yeah, and chat says, is that a real quote, Nick? Yes, they were legitimately mad because the cover art of Halo Campaign Involved has the planet, I forget what the name of it is, but there's a planet in the corner that has hues of purple and blue. And so they were complaining that it's bisexual coded, and it's trying to propagandize woke towards them.
Yeah, the planet's called Gay Sexeter. That's what they got mad. Which did feel a little on the nose, but you know what? Halo's never been very subtle, so...
Yeah, they love their big noun titles.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys will say and do anything they can for relevance and money because they are desperate and screeching as a dying breed of MAGA losers is what they are.
There you go. Well said.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Duskbloods. Let's get these Dusky Bloods in there.
They're mad about.
Sure. It's a Switch game. They're not gonna, no one's gonna I think Switch games are immune to people getting mad at them. The Duskbloods, the upcoming From Software, Nintendo published, Nintendo funded game, it had a bunch of press out to Japan to play the game. Obviously, it's the somewhat public open playtest ish is going on this weekend. I know a couple of us are going to be able to jump in. I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to show anything. I'm assuming we'll be able to talk about our impressions because it seems like it's just going to be what they played here. If they could talk about it, we could talk about it, but we'll see next week.
We're not allowed to show anything? How are they going to stop us? That's my question.
Well, I think the testers,
cops.
I don't know. Jack would be able to answer. I don't know if the testers have an NDA assigned to it, and then the press got exclusive preview access, and I don't know if they lifted the embargo early or something because footage started leaking already. So I don't know.
No, I think all the stuff that I think it was just an embargo. A bunch of people went to Japan to play the game.
Right. No, I know
that's what I heard. And the stuff that was on those official channels, at least, was provided by FromSoft.
Regardless, we'll figure that out. That's something you guys don't need to worry about. But the big thing is we kind of know what the Duskbloods is now. Which has been kind of a big question mark for leading up to this. And so at the start of a round, you choose the characters are named. It's not like you just choose a class or anything. You are choosing specific characters in this world, all with different abilities and different stories. And the game is a series of rounds. There's 8 players who get dropped into a map, and folks got to play one map. It sounds like there's going to be 3 or 4 of them, but you go through a series of rounds, and the 8 people are running around the map. And at the end of the first round, no one is cut. And then there's a second round, and at the end of the second round, whoever are in the bottom 2 of the 8 get cut. At the end of the third round, the bottom 3 get cut, and so you're just left with 3 people who enter a final round, which is like a 1v1v1, 3 people fighting, beating the shit out of each other, seeing who can last. The footage showed insane movement tech. Like you are triple and quadruple jumping in the air. You're floating. You're air dashing. Yeah. This definitely looks like it's taking some of that movement tech from Night Rain and pushing it like way forward. Like this is just looks like Crazyville to me. But what seems cool about it is like the entire thing is built around your kind of points are this virtue you collect, and you can collect virtue by doing a bunch of different things. So it's kind of like you are choosing how you want to try to score in this game. You can defeat bosses, you get specific objectives to complete, you can find hidden spots. There's like end of round bonuses that are almost like Mario Kart or Mario Party. And a thing is you can choose whether you want to upgrade your character, like focus on like traditional combat, getting currency, upgrading your character, or if you want to focus on that virtue. And obviously like having more virtue will put you in a better place, but you'll be lower leveled. So that's a push and pull. It also has, it's like PvPvE in that you can, when you first come upon another player character, you can choose whether you guys fight each other, or you could kind of like enter this weird little goth marriage and you guys become like pals for the rest of the round. You literally like get on a knee and like hand them flowers, which seems really fun. There's like random events that'll occur. There was like Zeppelin airstrikes, like raining down fire on the map, magnetic storms that were flip-flopping character places. Like all of a sudden it would release a bunch of these like little blood sack enemies, which are, you know, the equivalent of like the snails or whatever, that if you kill, you get a bunch of currency and stuff. I'm not a multiplayer guy. I don't know how much I'm going to play this. It looked neat. That's where I landed with it. Casey, you're a multiplayer guy. Did it look neat?
This does look neat. This seems very, very tailored towards the PvP lovers of all of the Souls and Elden Ring type games. Like I've dabbled in every single one of those with some friends, but I've never like optimized builds to like do like regular PvP in those games. So like this seems very geared towards that crowd, and there is a big contingency of those folks. But this is also like it's very different than Night Rain, but also extremely similar at the same time. Like it's like you said, like the classes of named characters, the round based progression, the quick turnaround. Like you get through, I think like a whole session if you get to the end in like maybe 30, 45 minutes, they said. You can buddy up with people, but then you still would have to fight your friend at the end. But that's also just one of the end goals. Like sometimes the end round isn't like a free for all with other people. Sometimes apparently it can be a co-op boss battle. Apparently,
Yeah.
So like there's a lot that we still don't know about kind of what's in this game, but like that the fact that this is so multiplayer focused is less surprising because Night Rain exists, but also still genuinely a shock because like, yeah, that this isn't what FromSoft kind of has been doing for the last decade or so.
And it's a
but it seems to work really well. Yeah.
It's Switch 2 exclusive.
This will have to come, like that must be temporary.
Nintendo
There's no way this
paid
stays on
for
Switch.
this.
They paid for the exclusivity, I bet.
I don't know. Like Miyazaki's interviews made it sound like they met with Nintendo and they're like, "You got any cool ideas?" And they're like, "What about this thing?" And Nintendo was like, "That sounds like a good idea. What if we give you the money for it?" So like, of course, I could totally be wrong, but like, this was the event. The preview event was a joint Nintendo and FromSoft event.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's not impossible. Bloodborne is still kind of tied to Sony
Locked
forever.
in the Disney vault. Yeah.
And funnily enough, this is kind of the thing that feels the most like Bloodborne since Bloodborne. So maybe this will forever be on Nintendo.
Nick, what did you think about this stuff?
Yeah, like I mean, right now I'm not like overly hyped for it or anything like that, but I also enjoyed the fuck out of Night Rain, so yeah, I'm definitely I'm intrigued by it like I was Night Rain, and I'll either like it or I won't. I think I'm just like trying to wrap my head around making a From Software multiplayer exclusive for Switch. I think it's just like a weird combination of words. You know, like I wonder. I'm sure it's going to do very well. I just like wonder how many people are going to be interested in it because it's not a single player, RPG for the Switch. I think would have been a lot more interesting. So I don't know. I can see it being a fun game to play on the handheld on the go, and that's what they're building it around. I think is for kind of short sessions.
But you need to have the internet.
It's true.
Like you can't play this on a plane. Yeah, I don't know. It's that's kind of my one thing is like I play my Switch in very small spurts, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to commit to like a whole 30 minutes without turning it off. It's so long. IGN got to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say what's going to be interesting to see how the Switch does is, a lot of the third party franchises are coming back to it finally. The big multiplayer ones. Call of Duty is coming back to the Switch.
Yeah. Capcom's gone all in on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see after years and years and years of not having kind of big multiplayer titles on Switch besides Smash and a lot of these other things, like is that audience still there for these things? Are they hungry for it? I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Speakeasy said planes have Wi-Fi. You cannot play a competitive online game using airplane Wi-Fi. Like, I'm not insane, am I? I've never been on a plane where I could reliably open up an internet browser.
I hate Elon Musk, but a lot of planes do use Starlink now.
There you go. Shout out to Starlink. And listen, a lot of our podcasts have come to you from Starlink, thanks to Eric. So there you go. IGN sat down with Miyazaki, and Miyazaki said this. Personally, it's very fun to make a multiplayer game like this. It's not something we've done a lot of, and we're looking into seeing players' reactions and getting the feedback. But it's like the more you work on something multiplayer for a long time, if anything, it scratches that itch only to make you want to make something single player again. So if anyone's worried about them turning their back on that, I would imagine this is in the grand scheme of things, a relatively small team. Miyazaki is directing this, but I do not think this is going to be like the what we heard about all the Sony studios, where it's like we're putting our full weight behind this project. I would imagine when this game goes out the gate, we very quickly see what their next big chunky boy is.
Elden Ring 2.
Do you think they're already working on it?
Shareholders that wanted to oust their leadership.
Elden Ring 2 is 100% already being worked on. I would imagine Elden Ring 2 and Dark Souls 4 are already being worked on.
You think they do a Dark Souls 4?
Fucking sure. Why not?
Like, why isn't Elden Ring just Dark Souls 4? Like, I feel like it's like, what is the difference at that point?
The loathsome dung eater? You can't put him in a Dark Souls game. Yeah. It'd be illegal.
That would be weird to me if they continued on those two tracks. Those games are too similar.
Yeah,
one's open world.
I think I think Elden Ring will be their main project. That sold way more than Dark Souls ever did.
Yeah, but they don't care about that. I mean, they do care about it. 100%
Yeah, there's a movie coming.
You want to know what? You want to know what I think? We're gonna get first.
Let's go.
We're gonna get another expansion like Erdtree. I don't think Elden Ring 1 is done yet. I think we're gonna get another expansion. Imagine a third expansion. Not a third expansion, but just like imagine that Eric has the two things up. Imagine a little triptych. They love triptychs. They're tripping all over.
Yeah, Dark Souls. I don't remember about 1, but 2 and 3 did have like 2 expansions each, right?
I think 2 had 3. Yeah, and I think 3 might have had 2. But yes, regardless, they had multiple expansions.
They had multiple,
except the first game.
Okay.
One. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I guess Night Rain could possibly count as that DLC.
Yeah, I would have thought
kind of that. So.
Yeah, I would have thought if they're going to do another expansion, it would have came with the Switch 2 launch, and if it's not coming with that, I don't think we're getting another.
Oh,
one.
that comes out really soon. That comes out in like a week.
Yeah,
Elden Ring on Switch. Imagine that. Eating dung on the go. Good. It's gonna be great. You want to go over some super chats before we get to what we've been playing?
Why not? Are any of them about the lonesome dung eater?
You know what? Yeah. Maybe he had a friend. He wouldn't be murdering all those folks. He is arguably, if you go deep into the lore, he is like arguably the worst person in that game.
Yeah.
He's just truly not a great
guy.
Dude. Truly not a great dude. $20 Ko-Fi dono that definitely did not trick me earlier. From Jaegerlux, totally not 3 CPs in a trench coat. I bet you fellas could get me to subscribe to the movie tier Patreon if you tease screening the amazing film Gurren Lagann. This drill is the drill that will pierce the funding goal. I mean, the thing is, you guys if the Phoenix people start chanting, being like, we need more anime on movie night, gotta say yes.
Yeah,
you're not gonna have to twist
yet.
Casey. You're not gonna have to twist Casey and I's arm.
Yeah,
everyone kind of likes anime. Jack kind of likes anime. His kids like it. Nick doesn't like anime, but it doesn't matter.
He just doesn't know how much he likes anime.
You just don't understand. You would love anime.
Playing Genshin
Nick
Impact
does
in the
love
corner.
anime. See, there you go. That's your gateway drug.
Boy. We can't talk about that again this week. Jaegerlux then with $2. Thank you so much. 3 hours and 2 people. Sounds like a Casey and Marty Gurren time.
we're gonna have to get this Gurren Lagann bug off this guy's shoulder.
The weirdest thing is this would have made so much more sense like a year or two ago. I finally watched it and I loved it. Like that'd be like someone getting mad at us for not talking about One Piece, and I'm like, I already did it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, like we're here with you now.
You can pick like Naruto. Although I am. Let me tell you. You know what I'm a little bit curious about? What's going on with this Naruto? Destin Daniel Cretton is directing a live action movie. Charles Melton might be playing.
I don't know how I feel about
Naruto's older friend who might be an enemy. Sasuke?
Older? Is he? He's not older than. Who told you he was older?
He looked taller. No one told me anything. I don't know anything about Naruto. Shippuden's.
Yeah, they're like the same age. That's his main rival and best friend. You know, the classic rival bromance. Now I'm trying to
Classic
Sasuke.
rival bromance. I know exactly how it goes. Nick Dole, thank you so much for the dono. I'd also like to apologize. Not really for anything. I just wanted to join in. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's nice to just join
Apology accepted.
Murray, thank you so much for the dono. Glad to hear that you enjoyed Ottawa and your family, Casey. And Murray,
Yeah,
that
very
was
much.
a Canadian dono. So that was... every
Thank
time
you.
I've ever been to Canada, I had a great time. I think it's a wonderful country.
Same. I've been twice
shout
now.
out to Canada. Shout out to Canada. Captain Prez, thank you so much for $5 dono. Sony looking at Mecha Chameleon. Tony Stark made this in a cave with a box of scraps. I mean, yeah, I can imagine Herman Hulst looking at that every time a game like that comes out and just losing their goddamn mind.
But they're the ones who dismantled Media Molecule, right?
They still kind of exist. I don't know what's
Do
going on
they?
over there. Sure. In dreams. They uploaded their consciousness into the dreams. You know the guy he's yelling at in that scene is Ralphie from the Christmas Story.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
He
man,
produced
things
the
haven't
movie.
gone great for him, I
Yeah.
guess.
Dang! He's getting yelled at by Obadiah Stane. That's fine.
Right? You know he got fired after that.
Obadiah did?
No,
Obadiah. He might have got killed at the end of that film.
oh shit.
R.I.P. King Dead, thank you so much for the dono. Space Marine 2 feels like a good example of build a good single player game and have a good multiplayer attached that gets its own fan base that lasts. A lot of people are talking about Space Marine 2 lately. Get me kind of like, I knew that was a game I kind of wanted to play a while ago, and now I'm like, should I play this game?
It was really
Yeah,
fun. I just never finished it.
Yeah.
They have supported the hell out of it. It's gotten like all kinds of additional. It's basically been a live service game with all the extra co-op content they've added.
Nice.
Made by Saber,
There you go.
a good company.
Shout out to Warhammers. Sinos
All
the
40,000
Hedgehog.
of them.
All 40,000 Warhammers. Shout out to Sinos the Hedgehog. Thank you so much. $5 dono. Speaking of Spider-Man and Insomniac, I binge played the second game, which is why I missed Windbreaker, and wonder how they'll improve gameplay-wise on a third and final game. I got a hot take.
No more Spider-Man?
It's going to be tough to make another Spider-Man game because that dude is just that city, and I'm kind of tired of that city. And it's tough.
Get
Like,
creative with it.
where do you put, like, you could put Spider-Man in another city, but will any other city, like, put him in Tokyo, I guess, but, like, is that, and that sounds fun, but, like,
Hey, remember, there is a Spider-Verse. There is a Tokyo Spider-Man. Her name is Penny Parker.
Yeah,
She drives a mech.
The Tom Holland Spider-Man movies take him to like London and shit. He can go
that
anywhere.
one was bad. It was a bad movie. And he wasn't even the Spider-Man anymore. He was like the Spider Goblin or whatever he called himself, or like Spider.
And Darren made a great point about how in those movies he's not able to do his swinging. That's like the whole game.
Yeah, he's not able to swing. There's no buildings.
Let's just make him stay on the ground the entire game. See how that goes.
That's not fun. I don't want that at all. Captain Prez, $5 dono. Thank you so much. Maybe social media was a mistake. You were 100% right. Sir Arthur, thank you so much for the dono. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen y'all live. Good night, Marty. Good night, Nick. Not to you, KC. To you, a great night. Hey, and then an 07.
Had him in the first half.
Yeah, the first half.
I was worried.
I was going to be like, shit,
I
I should have screened this one first. Taking pot shots at Casey. Duke of Doom, thank you so much. A $5 dono. Here's $5 to say that the Dota International this year is hype as hell. I'm glad to hear it. I'm clearly not a Dota boy. I know people who swear by the Dota International as like the most fun gaming event they've ever been to.
I wish I could understand
They fill
the
entire
competitive landscape of that game.
They fill entire massive stadiums with people for those things.
I understand it even less than I understand League of Legends, which I do not understand very much.
You know,
but at least I watched Arcane, so I know some of the people.
I don't want to sound like a gatekeeper or anything like that. I just I can't wrap my head around going to a stadium to watch like people play computer games on a screen. I know it's for like the experience and to be around everybody.
It's like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And there's probably sick after parties, I bet too.
Oh yeah. It's just like I can't see what buttons they're pressing on the keyboard from up in aisle 912.
Is that what
I mean, honestly, when you go to like a basketball game, you're also like, what's going on down there?
I know live sports can be a pain.
Oh yeah.
I watched a football game live and couldn't see a goddamn thing.
Yeah, you're like in an end zone. You're like, what's going on down there? What are they doing at the other end? Yeah, there you go. Arms.
It's for the experience.
It is for the experience. Exactly. Everything's for the
It would
experience.
probably be a lot of fun, honestly.
Thank you so much for the dono. Nintendo are slowly making a switch to this new console. Worth it, but this one doesn't move my needle. Appreciate the Dark Souls 1 shout out. Was a fun time. No, I get it. Like I get that if you're not there for the capital N Nintendo games, like I don't know, it's hard to recommend a Switch. Especially if the like mobility of it doesn't really do anything for you, or if you already have a Steam Deck or whatever the hell those things Nick owns are that I don't know the name.
MSI Claw.
MSI Claw. All of them sound like terrorist organizations that that Inspector Gadget would have to fight.
I forget the name of my own
That's so
device.
spot on.
Yeah. Miss Harmony, thanks for the $2 dono. I just platinumed Enter the Gungeon. Congrats.
Hey, congrats.
How many years ago did that game come out?
Enter the Gungeon. I feel like that was like a 10-ish. That was like an early Devolver hit, I want to say. I don't know what the last game I've platinumed was. That wasn't one of those like if you just finish the game you get all the trophies kind of things.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Which
I've only done it for 2 games.
What were they?
Somehow, Marathon was one of them. Apparently, I finished all the achievements in that.
Jesus.
Wow. That's
I forgot what the other one was.
Thrilling story.
Because that's how important it is.
That's how important it was.
Might have been one of those games.
We'll hold off on the rest of the super chats for the end. But let's jump into stuff we've been playing. Casey, you're back.
Yes.
You been playing or watching anything?
I'm back. Some stuff you guys probably already are aware of. I joined Yahtzee on the Post Ramblematic, which is for the Patreon folk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got pretty deep in that game. I still haven't finished it.
You didn't say the name of the game.
Beast of Reincarnation.
Oh, right, you're right. Beast of Reincarnation. I completely forgot to say the name of the game. But yeah, it's from the Game Freak, people who make Pokemon, of course. It is nothing like Pokemon. Very, very big departure from them. And honestly, that was like probably the most intriguing thing about it, even though its gameplay does look right up my alley. It's like, a hack and slashy actiony thing. Mm-hmm. Basically, at first glance, think of it as like a Sekiro light, which again makes you go like, ooh, this has potential. Mm-hmm. But kind of that is a monumental game to kind of directly sidle yourself up next to. And this game kind of just doesn't hit kind of any of the same highs. Like, it's functionally fine in a lot of ways. It's just generally bland on a moment to moment basis. So like the more time you spend with it, like kind of the less intrigued I get with continuing. But that being said, like there's enough weird stuff in like its world. Like it's like this plant-based virus that has like taken over the world, and your character is this sort of weird plant-infused samurai girl, and she has a giant dire wolf who's also plant-infused, and they have some sort of weird avatar blue alien connection thing. And like all of these things like all of these things make you want to ask the question like, oh, what is this about? What's going on there? But like the pace of the way it tries to dole out like its mysteries, and some of the answers you start to get for those mysteries are just super boring. Like just it just does not hold your attention at all. And it's sad because I feel like this could have been cool.
Yeah. I only played a couple hours, but I was very much in a similar boat as you. A handful of really cool ideas, but then everything surrounding it just didn't do anything for me. And I'm certainly not I'm certainly not one of those like Game Freak haters. Like I do think that they could be doing a lot more interesting shit with Pokemon, but I get the fact that they are nurturing $1 billion brand, and that's going to sand the edges off of things, sadly. I don't know. I hope this game, I'm assuming not selling super well, just because I just don't really see anyone talking about it. Like, just doesn't feel like this game's going to be a huge hit. I hope this isn't a discouragement for them to try to branch off and do other things and partner with other third-party studios. Obviously Koei Tecmo with Pokopia, and then the a lot of the brunt of the development of this was offloaded. But I don't know. I hope they still continue down this direction.
I I only played it for about an hour. Her, like, to me, I guess just coming off of Mortal Shell 2, like, her movement just feels so stiff, and it just did not feel good to play almost immediately for me.
No, completely out. Like I think that's one thing this game actually does really well is the sense of movement. Like she's quick on her feet. She has very unique traversal abilities. Like rather than a double jump or an air dash, a literal vine kind of like shoots out of the ground and like lifts her up like several feet. And then when she's planted on the ground or a surface, she can shoot out like kind of a stalk that she can walk across or secular grapple to. Yeah, it is her hair, but like yeah, she like kind of spawns these grapple points like far out in front of her, and like those work really well in combat. Like both those abilities, because you unlock an ability to kind of shoot the hair across the ground, and once it hits the enemy, it sprouts a flower, which you can then grapple to and then like do aerial attacks off of it. So like great ways to engage, close the distance, and open the enemy. But then like all the fighting after that is just kind of boring. Like it's the best word to describe it, sadly.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a game I maybe revisit in like a year after some patches and stuff and see how it shapes up then.
This game could use patches, kicking you right in the ass into a hole. That'd be fun. Casey, you've been watching anything else?
Yeah, speaking of the Pokemon company, like I yesterday with Marty jumped back into Power World 1.0. And God, that game is fun as hell. Like I forgot, like I knew that I liked what they were doing, and I know that when I tried out its early access version, I enjoyed it. It was kind of a buggy mess. There were some headaches to like navigate around when I was trying to play with friends and stuff. But coming back to it, like all my stuff was still there, which is a bonus. And I guess it just works now. Like I just never came across any of those like weird hiccups and headaches that I was dealing with when it was in early access. So like it's just a functional open world Pokemon clone with just this irreverent tone where like it knows how ridiculous some of the conceits that this game went viral for like just showing a nutso trailer of like Eric showing it right now, just Pokemon like creatures running around with like machine guns and working on like conveyor belts or whatever. Yeah. But like all that stuff is in the game, like, and it is functionally very fun to exploit. Like it's a management sim, it's a base builder, and it's a creature collector, and those things work in such ridiculous harmony with one another. It's things that I don't necessarily like when they're separated. And the creature collector genre in general has just been stuck in this copycat hole of just being so close to what Nintendo and Game Freak have done, which I have been just bored to death of for the last decade. This is like, hey, what if we made that fun? What if we moved the needle forward on that creature collector concept in a way? And then they just combined this other stuff that just really complemented it. And it's a really good time. Like I've been watching videos of other people's like base builds to how to get inspiration and stuff. And like the amount of creativity that's available to you if you put the time in is nuts. Like it's such a fun time. Like I almost wish this wasn't so closely tied to Pokemon. Like they had all the legal troubles or whatever, and like the creature designs kind of ape some of the Pokemon stuff to an extent. I feel like it's always going to be in the shadow of that franchise because of that. I somehow wish this concept was able to exist away from that so that it could blow up and be like a much bigger thing apart from it. Because I feel like it's always going to kind of
just 20 million copies.
It isn't just Pokemon that they're cribbing from, though. Like we were.
That's true.
There was like Elden Ring stuff in there, and mechanics and Everjails and like your little dude's pretty much torrent, which again is best artist steal. So can't get too mad at it.
And Pocket Pair is Korean dev or Chinese?
South Korean, I believe. Yeah,
South Korean. Okay, because that is a thing that we have been seeing a lot of from like that Eastern region, that not Japanese Eastern region. Of they'll make a real big budget thing, and it's kind of a lot of big budget things smushed together, but like it works. Like Crimson Desert is that, and it freaking works. And like that new.
There's a new Black Myth
Gacha
Wukong,
game,
right? Trailer.
Yeah, that felt a bit. Oh no, I haven't seen the new trailer though, so I don't know if that's a combination of a bunch of things.
Was that like footage?
Eric says Pocket Pair is Japanese.
Japanese. Yep. No, it's the new game. It's Black Myth. I don't remember the subtitle of it.
Shonghui.
A very, very different game, and it's man, it looks incredible.
Is it very different? I don't know a lot about the first
It
game.
looks-
I watched this footage and it just looked like the first game to me.
No, it's very different.
I don't know how. Like, what were the big different things?
This looks more like a character-centric action game than Wukong was. Wukong didn't really have that much story to it. It was more of a
Okay, so this adds a bunch of story. Okay, but gameplay kind of looked similar still, right? Like you're just a dude fighting.
Well,
Exactly
I
the
guess
same
if every action adventure game looks the same to you, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel insane because it did look the same to me. I don't know.
It's very differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Casey, you been playing or watching anything else?
Yeah, I've been binging a lot of the My Adventures with Superman, the HBO anime.
I know Darren's a big fan of that.
Yeah, Darren is a big fan of that. I started a while ago and then stopped after like season 1 ended, but then like season 2 came out. Season 3 is ongoing, I think, right now. I don't know if it wrapped or not, but I binged all of that. Got to the end of what was out for season 3. That show is really freaking good. Like, it has a lot of fun with like the Superman mythos. Like, if you know the comics or have watched the cartoons, like the New Adventures of Superman and Justice League, et cetera, it pulls from all those things, but then it has like nice little remixes and twists to some of those events and stories. And it moves really fast. Like, the seasons go by, or the episodes, I feel like, cover like just a ton of distance. Like, you get from Clark just meeting Lois and Jimmy for the first time in like episode 1, season 1, to them, not a spoiler because Superman lore, to, like Eric showing a picture, him having Kara, his cousin, alongside him, them meeting their future son, John, Superboy, and like, it's like you meet like Luthor, like he becomes like he goes from being like a nerdy lab assistant to an evil super genius who's working with Argus and Amanda Waller or whatever, like just over the span of like a single season, like. But it all makes sense. Like, it's moving at like just a lightning pace, but it's like, it's really lighthearted. The action's great. The character stuff is just, it's really good. It's a really good version of Superman, and Superman can be very boring because of like his power set. But what works really well with him is by them kind of focusing in on the fact that he wants to be human. Like, yes, he's super powerful, blah, blah, blah. But like he's kind of jealous of the fact that everyone else can just be normal.
Yeah.
And that's kind of his burden. But like, it's great. I'm having a really good time watching. I think there's like maybe 2 more episodes out that I haven't watched yet.
Nice.
So I'll probably just jump into those as soon as I get a chance.
Yeah, Darren said that's one of his favorite ongoing superhero shows, live action or animated at the moment.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
fan of it.
animation. And last thing is, I was jumping in and out because my wife was watching it. The Apple TV series, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. Very fun concept. A bit of like a mystery thriller thing where this kind of a disaster of a divorced single mom kind of falls into like an online cam boy. Like, she's like paying money to like have conversations with this online sex worker or whatever. And the rub is that guy gets attacked and murdered in front of her, like on cam. Yeah. And now she's trying to figure out kind of who did it. Like, I'm not trying to spoil it, but like, that's the premise.
Sure. Yeah.
And everything's not as not like what it seems or whatever. But it's one of those shows where I kind of like it and hate it at the same time, because like, it's really good writing. Like, the characters are very funny. Like, I love watching her interact with the other characters. So like, I can't remember the main lady's name.
Tatiana Marzoli. She's
she's kind of
in
a
Orphan
face.
Black and Hulk, or she was She-Hulk.
Oh, she was She-Hulk. Oh, I didn't even recognize her. But yeah, she's great.
She wasn't green, probably.
That'll do it. But Jake Johnson from New Girl is in it. Like, he plays her ex-husband. He's great. Like, I also just watched him in The Dink, that free pickleball movie.
He's good in everything. He's really good. He's also great as his Spider-Man. Yeah, he's really good.
He's really fun to watch. But like, so all that is great. But like, the plot is interesting, But it's one of those situations where it's like none of this works if this main character is like a normal human person.
Sure.
Like the decisions, like she is a wreck of a human, and the decisions that she makes just at every opportunity to do something that would make sense is infuriating. Like you're just yelling out loud at the TV. Why would you do that? Like go and do like just it's the sort of thing that makes you want to turn it off a little bit, but like you kind of want to see what happens.
But you
next.
know, like in order to be a TV show, people have to make
right. Yeah, for any of this to happen, for anything to go on to be interesting, like some of these decisions get made. But like it can like, just watching someone unable to get out of their own way will never not be kind of just a huge pain in the butt.
Yeah, like a cringe watch. Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes of this. I need to go back because I liked the first 2, and then I just
it is good. It is good.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Nice. Nick, you had a video go up this morning on one of the big new releases of this week, Mortal Shell 2.
Yeah, I almost I didn't get all the achievements, but I was very close to 100% of that game. Like I think I missed like 3 of the dungeons, and I think I missed like 2 bosses in like a secret area, and I completed the rest of the game though. I completed every other part of it.
Hell yeah.
Basically, like I said in my essay, it's if you were kind of iffy on the first Mortal Shell, like this is the exact kind of sequel you want. It's a refinement in every possible way. So better exploration, way better combat, better shells, and better abilities to mix match with them and everything. It's just like, the reviews on Mortal Shell 2 are extremely positive, which even surprised me. 'Cause, I was like, even as I was playing it, I was like, are other people going to get it this time around?
You were like one of the staunch defenders of Mortal Shell 1, so it's understandable that you'd like an improvement too, but it seems like this really cracked through to just the regulars.
Yeah.
It's arrived. It's found its place.
Yeah, I do think I think this is going to be a major hit for Cold Symmetry, and I believe they will be one of the big Souls-like developers to watch going forward because they get it. It's also, I still think Mortal Shell 2 is still even a good place for people to get their footing in the genre. It's not an easy game, but not having a stamina bar, the amount of options, like combat options you have with the shells, like they give you straight up machine gun that you can use. It's great. It's definitely not as unforgiving as all the other Souls-like games out there. You will be able to kind of keep up with its difficulty curve a lot through the tar stones. So like the major difference in its character builds over other Souls-likes is the tar stone system. So you go in dungeons and you find these tar stones, and a lot of them, and these tar stones like have different passive and active abilities. So like if you were to look online at like what some of the builds that people made, each tar stone can be leveled up 3 different times, and it keeps getting more powerful as you go. So like I've seen people with like these crazy like lightning builds where basically every strike is just sending down bolts like you're Zeus fucking these people up. Like my build, I don't know if you saw in the trailer that Eric was showing on screen, but like there's these big hairy monsters with like blades or hands. They're called Grishas in the game. I had a build that basically spammed the shit out of spawning in like Grisha ghosts to take down my opponents with me. And so like I'd be in a boss fight and getting my ass kicked, and all of a sudden a Grisha would spawn in and just beat a boss and like throw him against the wall. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna get it now.
Fuck yeah, the Grisha boys are here.
And then too, like the flexibility and playstyle isn't just like your build, but also like how you want to play. So if you want to play like Sekiro, you can do that. It's got a really great parry system in it. If you want to be a dodge build, you can do that. If you want to be a tank, you can do that. So like it really does kind of give you really a lot of flexibility in like making the game as easy or as hard as you want. And then if you want the game to be harder, and it's not a spoiler or anything, there's a thing you can find in the world that basically unlocks the harder difficulty and sends the game into a night mode. And at night, there are different bosses and different things to find as well that you don't find during the day. Like there's really a lot of interesting stuff going on in the game.
It's kind of like the Umbral from
a little bit. Actually, yeah.
This game
like it's something
does
you can
kind of have a lot of
between.
crossover.
You can flip like you don't have to like pot commit to playing the whole game hard. Yeah.
No.
That's cool.
I feel like my brain does kind of confuse this a little with Lords of the
Lords of
Fallen.
the Fallen. Yeah.
Nah,
But
I think
yeah,
I think you would really dig this one, Casey. I think you.
Yeah,
should dig it.
I'm probably gonna jump into this tonight actually because you were
What
raving
is-
about it.
It's how is its world design? Is it
Love it.
level based? Is it like an Elden Ringy open thing?
It's like there's like a hub space, and then you kind of go in different directions. So like, there's you can really start at the harder part of the world if you wanted to, but you'll start on kind of one side of the world, and you kind of go in any direction. So there's like open areas that lead into bigger dungeons and stuff like that.
Nice.
But there's not like any one path you have to take. So yeah, it's the only thing I wish they had done more of is like there's a lot of dungeons in the game, and some of the ones I found early on were really interesting. Like actually, not just like combat experiences or anything like that, but like there was some like mind puzzles in there. Like there's one, again, it's not a spoiler, but early on is like a little riddle that you solve, and to get to the place you need to go, you basically have to walk backwards into it.
Cool.
And it's interesting. And then there's like another one that like there's another dungeon that will flip your controls so that you have reverse controls for fighting.
I'd lose my goddamn mind if that happened.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, as Miss Harmony says in the chat, like it's very much the kind of Souls-like map design you want, where it kind of loops back into itself in all these different areas. There's shortcuts. Great discovery. Yeah. No,
I didn't realize 5 years ago. It's almost 5 years of the day when the first one came out. It was August 18th, 2021.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but yeah, that's 5 years ago.
Yeah, and it did okay for them. Like they ended up getting it on Epic Game Store for free, and they sold.
Oh, that was one of those that launched on Epic?
No, it just came to Epic for free later, and I think that's kind of where
like one of those
got its real big cult following.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Speakeasy, yeah, so does it still have that shell thing? Yes. Part of the exploration that's different for this too is it's not a loot goblin game. You're not going to go and find a million different swords, axes, whatever. There are very few weapons in the game, but you have to go in the world and find them, and you also discover the shells that you inhabit too, and each shell has its own abilities and play style. One feedback I have is like they almost make it too easy because you can buy the maps that kind of give you the general area of where they are, and they're only like 500.
Choose not to buy the maps. That's on you.
Yeah.
I bought all the maps.
I bought all the maps. Yeah, but still not super easy to find. Like it just gives you kind of a general location you need to start looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope they expand on that even further, and if they do a Mortal Shell 3 of like really making weapons and tar stones and armor and all that like a real like really exciting find in the world.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, love to hear that.
Yeah, cannot recommend Mortal Shell 2 enough.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wanted to check out that, and I want to check out Sinking City 2.
Same. There's too many goddamn games.
Jesse gave a big ol'. There's a bunch of games coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They might need to stop.
They never will.
I know we talked about this, but they might need to stop.
The other game I've been playing is called Cult of Pin. I think Jesse highlighted it in the latest Steam Next Fest we did, but it's basically a roguelike Cthulhu pinball game. And not much to really say about this one. It's a pinball game, and it's a roguelike, and you get a bunch of different abilities and stuff. It's just kind of stupid, addicting fun of like racking up points.
It's like Bullet Heaven pinball.
Not really Bullet Heaven. It's really just actual pinball, but with like objectives to hit. So like on the screen there, you're seeing like in the middle, after you complete like a certain objective on each map, like a boss will spawn in the middle, and you have to actually use the pinball and like accurately hit the boss to take it out.
So this is closer to Ball Pit.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But you can
thought I played this game, and I played another game called Pin Crawl. That's the same thing. So it turns out there's two games like this, apparently.
There is a metric shit ton of pinball games coming out right now. It's weird.
There was one Yahtzee and I played for Yahtzee Tries a year or two ago, and then it just seems like, I had a demo of this for some reason on my Steam Deck, and I just thought it was this game, but it wasn't. It was a different game.
This one that you're playing looks cool too. I'm gonna go buy that now.
Pin crawl. I don't even know if it's out yet. I just have the demo.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one, and like there's like literally a pinball event going on Steam right now, and there's one that I'm really looking forward to called I think it's called the Pulse.
The Pulse.
And that one is literally wild looking. I don't even know how to explain it.
The one I'm always gonna throw a shout out to, which King Dead Speakeasy just shouted out, Yoku's Island Express, a game from a long time ago, like almost 10 years ago, but a fucking great. It's a pinball Metroidvania, and it's just great. Did they do anything else? Via Gorilla? No, you got one game. What are you doing, Via Gorilla? Make another game.
And then one I didn't put on the list, I'm unsure if I'm gonna do a bite size on it or not because I kind of suck at it. So history on this one a little bit. This game is inspired by Catan, and I've played one game of Catan in my life.
Like Settler, like the board game?
Settlers of Catan, okay. Yes. I played one game of that in my life, and it went very poorly. Like, very poorly. So this game is heavily inspired by...
to play Catan poorly?
The house is on fire. I
think I was out in like the first 2 rounds.
How? It went poorly. Never mind. It went poorly. So what is this game called?
This game is called Feed the Scorch Pot. And essentially it's heavily inspired by Settlers of Catan, and you basically Eric wants me to write it. Feed the Scorch
I got it. I just put it in chat.
Boop. Yeah. I'll try to explain it best I can. It's kind of a little complicated. So basically, you have this board, and you do exactly like what you would do in Catan, where you set up like different homesteads and farmsteads, kind of on different quadrants on this map, and you're basically trying to maximize the amount of harvest that you get on each season. And so there's numbers and dice. It's another roguelite, and you want to get like bug out your numbers kind of game, because the whole point of the game is to feed this dragon over 20 years. And each year he gets hungrier and hungrier and hungrier, so you have to keep maximizing your harvest to keep this dragon fed, or he's going to burn your entire...
That's not good. That's a toxic relationship.
Yes. I'm really liking it. I'm really bad at it, but I really like it. It's another numbers go up game with a lot of lower strategy than you're probably used to. I'm still learning how to play, but I would already recommend it. It's fun.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I've had a code for like a week. I don't know if I can do a bite size on it because I'm probably going to look stupid. Like I look stupid right now trying to even explain this game.
Yeah,
but if you understand, not any different than a more normal day. But if you like Settlers of Catan and you like numbers go up games, you would probably like this.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. Like this looks exactly like Settlers. Like in terms of like the board itself. So yeah, you weren't kidding when it said it's inspired by there. I like Settlers. I'm curious about this. I'll try it out.
It's a fascinating game. Also, like the dragon is narrated in this like the tutorial's great. Like the dragon's like basically talking to you like you're an idiot the entire time.
Sure,
it's very fun. It's very unique.
I like this dragon. There you go. Feed the Scorch Pot.
Yeah.
Also, fun name for a game. It's a good name.
Yeah. And the only other thing I finished up this week was that Apple Plus show called Lucky with
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy, yes. Really great finale. I really loved how they actually wrapped it up. I thought it was like at a certain point in the finale, I thought it was about to end, and then it kind of kept going, and it got even better. And I was like, okay, this is a great show. Love the show.
Apple's got a high batting average, real high batting.
Yeah,
average.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are they doing this?
Infinite money.
I think they get a lot of money, and I think they let you make whatever you want to make. It seems like they're just like,
and they don't seem to care about returns because, like, I don't think that many people are watching all the Apple Plus shows.
I think like Ted Lasso and Severance were pretty big, and I think that's it. Like,
and Ted Lasso came back. Like, I thought that show ended. It's got another
I literally watched
season.
the finale.
Right? Yeah, but he's back.
Come back.
I actually disagree with you guys a little bit that people aren't watching the shows. So the way I have a lot of my subscriptions now is on Prime. You can subscribe to like HBO Max and Apple and Paramount and all through your Prime account. And so I have like, and I have like the 4 different subscriptions on there, and it shows me which shows are like the top shows that are being watched on Prime. And like this show and Silo are like right up there at the top.
Is the price cheaper somehow, or
I think it's about the same.
Because you can also funnel all your subscriptions through Apple as well. They're kind of just hubs. So it's not cheaper. It's just instead of having to open up all the different apps, you can have Apple or Amazon be your kind of like hub app.
But
what I try to do is have my subscription streaming service be tied to some other thing that, like, Walmart Plus apparently got me Paramount Plus, which I used to watch the Avatar movie and Legend of Korra series.
Oh, don't get me started on that. My phone bill being like, we're giving you Apple for free. It's like, no, you're not.
That's how I first got Apple TV, because it came with the PS5.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. So there you go. Lucky.
And I started Reacher season 4, which Reacher is always great.
There you go. He's just a big man who likes hitting people. Good for him.
Keep reaching, Reacher.
Keep reaching on Reacher. Let's go over this last couple super chats. Sovereign, thank you so much. A 10-euro donos. I need to share that I finally got around to seeing The Odyssey last night in IMAX, of course. Wow, that was one hell of a picture. Darren really wasn't exaggerating. Insert absolute cinema meme. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Very good
movie. Theaters are fun again. People went and saw The Odyssey.
You
went and saw Spider-Man.
You know it's a good movie because they haven't even announced the street date for the 4K copy.
Oh yeah, that's how it used to be. It used to take 6 months. It used to take 9 months. Yeah.
Yep. Mendo and Grogu was on street date 4K in 2 weeks after it's released.
Unsurprisingly, yeah. Mindule, thank you so much. A $2 dono. Nick, anime is a type of cartoon made popular in and he got cut off before he could say Japan, but he was explaining anime. That was nice. That was nice. S6, thank you so much. $5 Dave Bautista as Kratos makes me sad. He's a great actor. He's muscle thick. He's a nice guy, but he is Dave Bautista, not Kratos, if that makes any sense. Before we went live, it has been confirmed Bautista is playing. He's already heading to set to film. Yeah, I mean, I get it that, sometimes there's a nice thing about having a relatively unknown be a role, because then you could just see them through it. Whereas, if you watched wrestling or whatever, you're always going to think of him as a wrestler. But I think this will be, I think he's a good enough actor to disappear in the role. I forget as Drax that he's Batista.
That's true.
That's a very different character, but
kind of interesting. He's playing both sides here because he's going to be Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War thing and Kratos.
He is not going to be Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War.
He needs to be.
No,
I thought he was.
He needs to complete the circle.
No, that has been the fan casting forever. I think he can only have one GOW though. You can't have 2 GOW franchises, can you?
But Batista can do it. Those games have always been intrinsically linked by just the stupid initials. Make it a complete circle. Put him in.
What if he used to be in a faction in wrestling with Triple H, Randy Orton, and Ric Flair? What if Ric Flair plays Marcus Phoenix?
Yeah,
gives a big old woo every time he cuts someone in half with a chainsaw.
Also, the younger Marcus Phoenix looks a lot less like Dave Bautista, so I can understand that now.
Yeah, he's also just getting kind of old.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know what Marcus Phoenix that show is going to be about. I assume Gears of War 1, but I don't know. Who knows? Also, it's possible that show never actually comes to light. So,
is Marcus young in Gears of War 1? Isn't he still middle aged?
I think it's in the 80s when you watch someone who's 40 and they look like they're 70. So I think it's one of those.
I mean, this entire world's falling apart. I think it's okay.
Age hard.
Old at 30. Have you not seen I'll tell you what. Not to get political or anything, but you see. The guys that go into the Ukraine war right now and come out 25, 28, and they look like completely different men. It's scary.
That's how post-war America was after World War II and after Vietnam. 100%. Yeah. Lived an entire goddamn life in a few years. Saint Lugia, thank you so much. $2 Canadian. Spidey needs Leopardin for Spider-Man 3. Spider needs Leopardin. Leopardin? Oh, is a giant robot that Spider-Man uses to defeat his enemies. It weighs 45 meters tall and weighs 25,000 tons. That seems big. That's just a mech. But I do agree, Spider-Man should have a mech. Apparently he has a mech.
Are they talking about Japanese Spider-Man?
Sure, you can talk about any Spider-Man. American Spider-Man can also have a mech.
Like Sentai Spider-Man from the Japanese TV show.
Hentai Spider-Man. I believe so, yes.
That is not what I said.
I don't know why it was a leopard. It feels like it should be more like a spider, right?
An arachnid, yeah. But, whatever.
Weird.
Conversation was gone.
We're learning about it. Sounds the Hedgehog back with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. Off topic, but fun fact. Traveler's Tales illegally coded Toy Story's claw machine level on the Sega Genesis to render 3D art on a console without 3D hardware. That is a fun fact. Also, I had no idea Traveler's Tales made that game. Obviously, most known for they've been in Lego hell forever. They make all the Lego games. But apparently beforehand, they were making licensed games for the Sega Genesis. And apparently they're going to go to jail. Yuji Naka's going to put him in jail for whatever they did in this game.
Yeah, because Yuji Naka is in charge of the jail now. That's how that works.
That is what Eric is showing right now is a good looking Sega Genesis thing.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. Yeah, that was on the Genesis. Wow.
Yeah. Goddamn. And then Sharky Bunny, thank you so much. Re-upping the tip jar. Appreciate you, Sharky Bunny.
Thank you.
I think
we did it.
Is this a tight 90?
Marty, did you not? You not been playing anything?
No, my only things. No, I'm playing a thing can't talk about.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing secrets. So yeah, talk about secrets next week.
Multiple games to talk about next week.
Next week will be a Choco-Block. We're going to be talking about the Gamescom conference. We're going to talk about. I'm assuming GTA will be the main topic, and then all sorts of stuff we're going to talk about. So that will be awesome.
There's some scuttlebutt about something being announced at the Xbox showcase that people are gonna be real excited about, and it better be Viva Pinata fucking 3.
No, the real
thing hope it's not hardware.
There's the scuttlebutt is that Terranigma is coming back, which is a quintet action JRPG from the Super Nintendo era that was never released in America, and it might be coming.
Finally, right?
Finally, people have been wondering how come Terranigma is not here. You know what? We might find out next week. Nick, what do you got going on? Obviously, new Unpack tomorrow from you and Eric.
Yes, I had a Mortal Shell 2 essay go out today. Very short essay. If you want to learn more about Mortal Shell 2, go give that a watch.
Yeah.
I'll have an Unpacked out tomorrow and all the outrage culture nonsense. And yeah, that's always fun to talk about. But I think sometimes you got to address the stupidity of things. I'm working on my next bite size, which I believe is going to cover 2 games I can't talk about yet. Yep. Sorry. That's it.
Hell yeah. Casey, what do you got going on?
Yeah, not too much, but I should be. One, there's a new episode of Adventures 9. No?
Yes. Episode 8.
Episode 8 will be dropping this Saturday.
Omar fight with the copyright gods over music in this one.
No.
Oh boy.
I get a couple of notifications every now and again of like, Omar submitted a request to tell these guys to fuck off.
This is gonna be a big one.
Yeah, this
all of them are big ones
really
going forward.
Cool.
But
yeah,
this is a big Sigmar episode.
This is a turning point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. Super Smash Sunday returns along with me. Jesse will be there. El Cheshire will be there. We're playing Guilty Gear Strive. Show up, get those games in. It's gonna be a good time.
Damn it. Striving.
We strive to strive. I think that's it for me.
Hell yeah. Then yeah, I think no Second Wind streams tomorrow. I'll also be streaming normal stuff over the weekend. Tune into that, and then I should have next week a long gestating video that Eric and I are working on about if you guys at the end of last year I did a X amount of games over the year that we just didn't cover that I thought were pretty cool. Doing another one for the first half of this year, so 30 games from the first 6 months of this year that I think are pretty neat. That we didn't cover at all, which with a little bit of a cheat, because 2 of them we did actually cover, but you can cheat a little bit. And one of them sweet.
When you put 30 games in a thing, you can
cheat a little bit.
You can sneak 2 games in.
You can put a little Suika in there. It's fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, that should be up probably sometime next week. Keep an eye out for that. And before we wrap up, a couple donos came in. Chef Eric, thank you so much. A $2 dono. Menace donos begin, and then followed it up with forced donos. It is the sun is still out, you monster. This could actually be a time where I could go for a little post-pod walk. And then Gargling, thank you so much for the dono. Any interest in doing an AI video before each podcast about how awesome and amazing you are at video games, plus other random clips so that we have something to watch during the first 10 minutes? Also a dog taxed.
So if you ever want to feel so much better about your life, Go watch one of these streams for the first 10 minutes.
I don't want to. The way I feel better
Yeah, this
about my
sounds
life is
bad.
not.
Yeah, this sounds
And
bad.
they have these AI generated videos that make songs about themselves. And it is the most cringe inducing shit I've ever.
You know what? Everyone should do it the old fashioned way. Sing in the shower, make up a real bad song about yourself.
So
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Practice your rapping
More
in the shower.
more singing in the shower.
More singing
I
in the shower.
appreciate I appreciate Rip Garland going to spread the good word about Second Wind around, but please don't ever watch one of those streams again for your own sanity. My God.
There you go. Sounds like a nightmare. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys so much. Everyone tuned in live. Everyone sent those super chats, any Ko-Fis. Thank you guys so much. Always appreciate it. So for Nick and Eric and Casey, this was Marty. This was Firelink episode number 124. Thank you all so much. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Peace, y'all.